So we have been so excited about that summer is here, and we've been waiting, all of us patiently, all of you, and what did it bring with us? It brought us all yellow cars. Isn't that wonderful? Pollen is just absolutely driving us crazy. And my wife with her allergies, I can only tell you.
It's been brutal, but it was just like National Invasive Species Week or something. Those freaking spiders are coming to town. They fly through the air. There's gonna be like a billion of them. Mommy no likey.
Absolutely. And beyond that, how about just the nuisance factor that comes with summer?
How about the everyday nuisances?
How about when birds decide that they want to nest in your yard?
How about this picture from a viewer with a robin that decided to set up shop in their fan in their gazebo?
Wow, look how it's embedded that nest into the fan. How does that happen?
I don't know, but that's like part of invasive species normal week.
We all forget about these things when we think we can't wait for summer. There's some parts that we can do without.
But still, the yellow spiders, There is, I think, 20 books here because we've scheduled 16 showings so far today for this North Utica house. We are at 627 Deerfield Drive in North Utica, and I think this is going to go under contract today. Multiple offers, I'm anticipating, but it is, we love days like this. This is the ultimate for a seller when we can pull together great marketing and price it right, of course. And then this is the kind of demand that we get. So I would anticipate today with our 12-hour days, we're going to be leaving here at 8 o'clock tonight. And we are excited to show this property. Coming up on today's show,
Brandon is bringing a lovely young couple to visit this magnificent home. And Brandon, what's your first understandings of this lovely property?
Why do we say we bring the fun to your backyard? Because at Tucker Backyard Pools and Spas, that's exactly what we aim to do. And a fiberglass pool can bring years and years of backyard fun. A fiberglass pool from Tucker Backyard is more affordable now than ever. Plus, with durability, low maintenance, and of course beauty, it's the perfect fit for your backyard. With Tucker Backyard service and knowledge and interactive showroom, now is the time to stop by and learn more about putting the pool of your dreams in your backyard. Visit Tucker Backyard Pools and Spas. Seneca Turnpike. We bring the fun to your backyard.
Hi folks, if you have sealing needs this year, residential or commercial, call the name you know and trust, Views Valley Sealing. Don't be scammed by watered down sealer. We only use commercial grade sealer. Call Views Sealing, 866-4715.
closed captioning is provided by Tucker Backyard Pools and Spa. Welcome back to Sold in Upstate New York. We're going to feature 10 listings this week, 5 of which are active, and the rest are sold.
So if you're looking for a home right now, you can get into any one of these homes by simply giving us a call.
And we're going to show you those homes coming up in a few minutes, along with a featured property. But for now, let's talk about something else.
Let's talk about what we do at River Hills that separates us from the pack, that helps us sell your homes so quickly. And starting off with, we have mentioned numerous times, but you can't discuss it without showing it. This is one of the famous books for the sale of every single property that we have, regardless of they're coming directly to us or through another firm, because we think that information is the most important thing that we can give to your prospective buyer.
All the books look basically the same. I brought a couple with us just so we can have visual aids here today.
Yeah,
but this is what one looks like. It's an active listing, or no, it's a pending listing. But depending on the information that I get from the seller, they're some a little thicker, some a little thinner. The one for American Castle, thick, lot of information, historical significance. Anyone that buys that property deserves to understand the history behind it. And they'll get to walk, a potential buyer will get to walk away with these books. We have a few produced every time we do a listing, and like Bill said, whoever comes and visits any of our properties at River Hills will leave with swag bag, we call it. It's the information book, and they all look just like this.
So part of this is, when you look at this, you say, well, what is with the little dangle thing there? Well, this is a wonderful thing that Robin came up with, that we have so many people that come in from out of town now for a job interview or something like that. They don't get to bring their partner, whether it be the male or the female.
Or they'll send their parents or somebody. But anyway, the book is a great source of information. The buyer realizes that, but they don't want to scan the whole dang book. Everything is on the flash drive, so it's easy to share with whoever.
Around the world.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. So it's all right here, including a floor plan. Absolutely, the floor plan has turned out to be such an important thing because moms
don't want their kids in the basements. They want to understand where the sleeping quarters are for the children. And remember, every time a potential buyer comes to see a River Hills property, they will leave with one of these information packets, swag bag as I like to call them, and it showcases all the features and benefits of the home. And one other thing, we are the only company that does this.
And interestingly enough, if you purchase a home, the buyer typically saves the book because it ends up being an information packet that's very important with them as they go through the future.
We've seen this happen.
We've seen it
happen where we've gotten the honor of listing a property that we sold years ago to a buyer.
When was that roof put on? Go get the book, Robin.
Where's the septic? Where's the diagram to the septic? Because now I've got to have it pumped. Any of that stuff that is normally in our area not passed along to a potential buyer. Again, we are the only company that does this, and we are proud to do business this way.
And in case you wanted to know, yes, our toner bill for the printer is $5,000 a month. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
It so happens that I can't find the user's manual to the damn printer, but oh yeah, I got a hell of a user's manual for every house we sell.
I've been patient, but here we are. It's finally time for my favorite part, which is all the listings for this week.
And this week we got great actives, and we've got some souls, but they're moving fast, people. And yes, here we are with our listings for the week. Welcome to 886 Brockway Road in Frankfort. Currently under contract. List price is $279,900. Was 2 days on the market. That's 2 days. It's a raised ranch home, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Interior square footage of 2,294 on a nice parcel of land, just over half an acre. Nestled in a serene setting, yet close to the city and village amenities. This house presented a blank palette for your design ideas. 215 State Highway 331 in Oppenheim. Currently active. Listed for $199,500. This is a mobile home constructed in 1995 with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. 1,200 square feet of interior living space on a nice parcel of land of 1.4 acres. Pride of ownership is evident in this one. Great upgrades and renovations to include new siding, central air, a Generac generator, and a new heating system. 112 Hunt Valley Road in Oneida, currently active, listed for $360,000. This is a 2-story colonial with 4 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms, with 2,470 square feet of interior living space, nice size, on 0.39 acres of land. Situated on a corner lot in a walkable neighborhood. Private backyard with mature cedar hedge, spacious rooms, an amazing kitchen boasting cherry cabinetry and granite counters. Welcome to 5535 Sunrise Terrace in Marcy. This property is sold. Sold for $186,000. Had 4 days on the market. This was a ranch with 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,040 square feet of interior living space. Superb location, close to all city amenities. Offered a great 1-level living floor plan. Great price, for sure.
6610 State Highway 29 in Oppenheim. This one is sold. Sold for $250,000 with 8 days on the market. This was a 2-story, built in 1900 with 3 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. 1,302 square feet of interior living space on 3 acres. Real pretty setting on this one, offered a country living lifestyle. Consider Oppenheim, Dollarville, and the Salisbury areas when looking for homes. There are still great values there. Surprisingly, there's quite a few New York City, New Jersey transplants that have discovered this area. 1527 Cedarville Road in Frankfort. This one is sold. It's sold for $152,500. This was a 2-story home built around 1900 with 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. A lot of square footage, just over 3,000 square feet of interior living space. If you were a golfer, this one would have been a good choice, as it's right next to the golf course. Bright kitchen and large principal rooms made this one a real standout. 718 Woodland Road in Ridgefield Springs. This one is sold, and is sold for $210,000. This is a great example of how prices are changing on our lakes. This was a mobile home with just over half an acre of land, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, with 684 square feet of interior living space, but it was on Canandaigua Lake. And it was a great price to get into a superb location. Hard to find these little gems. Any improvements on this will exponentially increase overall value for the current owners. 610 Eagle Street in Utica. This is a commercial property and it's sold. It's sold for $350,000. 8,000, probably just a little over 8,000 square feet of interior space. A rare find in the city. Warehouse space in East Utica. Zoning was set in place for mixed use. This one also had in place office and a front counter. Recently paved, large lot was also a huge bonus. And finally, an update. 627 Deerfield Drive East in Utica. We brought it up on the show a couple of times, both when it went on the market and when it was just coming under a new listing. This one did indeed go under contract in 1 day after 16 showings and 6 offers. It went way over the list price, which was $169,900. It is under contract for $190,000. This was a ranch house, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, with interior square footage of 1,257. Sometimes an older home has been so well cared for, you don't have to gut the whole thing. The eating kitchen is large and boasted the original mid-century modern cabinetry. They were in great condition. And obviously, 6 other sets of sellers thought so too.
Again, darling, a wonderful setup of all the listings and sold properties that we have to offer right now.
And you'll notice that the locales, we truly are, we work in 6 counties at River Hills Properties. We have highlighted right from Oneida, Richfield, up to Remsen, Oppenheim,
Everywhere,
Ephrata.
rural, you name it.
If you call us, we will go.
Brandon is bringing a lovely young couple to visit this magnificent home. And Brandon, what's your first understandings of this lovely property?
The view is absolutely remarkable. I've never seen anything like it. I thought I saw beautiful views until I walked in here. And from the kitchen layout all the way to the living room area, I mean, just a panoramic style view of the Pinckney Reservoir here is just absolutely gorgeous. It's just a beautiful, beautiful property.
questions about real estate or about your home. Call River Hills Properties today at 315-896-1009.
Now, again, another wonderful segment of our show is Always by the Mohawk Valley. And this week we want to talk about a operation that is located on Route 12 in Remsen, and it's called Back of the Barn. And this is a spectacular place for you to go and visit because
It's an adventure.
It's an adventure. You never know what you're going to find there. They have antiques, they have books, they have all kinds of wonderful things from our past. And there's a lovely couple that have run this operation for a number of years.
Locals.
Absolutely.
Remsen locals.
Remsen locals. And that would be John and Sue Secor.
And they are real proponents of the area. Anytime that something is happening up in the North Country, those two will know about it and sing their praises. So yes, Back of the Barn, if you haven't heard of it, it's on Route 12 North in the Remsen area, but they have been there for years, and it is truly an adventure. Go lose yourself in the barn.
Absolutely, and I promise you, even though you're looking for nothing, you will leave with something.
I always do.
Do you suffer from fatigue, nausea, or loss of appetite? Have you lost weight, experienced stomach pain, or suffer from depression? Did you know these are all symptoms of hepatitis C? Here's a fact. Studies show on average people with the virus die 15 years sooner than those without. Here's another fact. Hepatitis C is 100% curable. There is a solution locally at the Falcon Clinic. Dr. Chmielewski is certified in Hep C treatment. Call the Falcon Clinic to schedule an appointment and put hepatitis C behind you.
Don't wait until there's water in your basement. Let Brank Construction fix the problem before it becomes an out-of-control expense. Brank is the area's expert when it comes to concrete, basement walls, floors, and foundations. From old stone to concrete walls and foundations, Brank is the first call you should make.
Hello, my name's Leah Brank. Call my family today to get the job done right and right away for the right price.
Call Brank Construction for general contracting. Additions, kitchens, baths, and more. Call today for a free estimate. 315-894-3481.
I'm Andrew Derminio, licensed real estate salesperson with River Hills Properties. If you're looking for your dream home or looking to get the best possible price for your property, I am dedicated to personalized attention and expert guidance. My full service approach includes our extensive marketing, locally famous information book, and no lockbox strategy. That means I'm here for all showings, inspections, appraisals, and more. Start your journey at andrewderminio.com.
So welcome back to Sold in Upstate New York, and here is a question that we get asked all the time. Swimming pool or no swimming pool? Spa or no spa?
Right. Are they a value added to your home or are they not? Are they a hindrance? Are they considered a job? Upstate New York, we're pretty specific. Look, if you're in the southern states in Florida, it's vouchsafed that you gotta have one or both of those, right? It's part of the lifestyle. Upstate New York, there's probably, we are, in fact, very limited as to when we can use these. Ultimately, it does not add great value. We've known sellers that have installed these magnificent pools. 30, 40, 50 grand. Nothing is inexpensive now. But does it add equal value to a home? And the answer is, unfortunately, no.
And remember that 75% of the people out there don't want a pool to get started with.
Right.
And so you're limiting your buying to 25% of the potential marketplace. They're great if you have it, if your family's using it, but just if you're thinking about it, think about the long-term applications of the values.
So ultimately, look, if you plan on being in your home for a long time, enjoy your home. It is our havens. Go ahead and spend the money if you plan on being there. But if you have a plan on going on a new adventure, or you know that you will be selling your home in the near future, it probably is not a good idea to invest that kind of money in a pool. Spas, different story. Although they're not as expensive, I would think that they are definitely an added value to a home.
So one thing's for sure, it's a heck of a lot easier to get rid of the spa than an in-ground pool.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Another great part of the show is our featured property of the week. And this week, we love surprising everybody with something that's unusual and a little bit different. And this ticks all those boxes.
I think so.
This brings in nostalgia, it brings in local history, it brings in all types of things.
Yes, yeah, and I think that most people know it that live in the area, and that is the Evening Times building in Little Falls. They produced a newspaper for decades. I believe it was built in 1910. 3 floors and over 10,000 square feet of interior space.
If those walls could talk.
If those walls could talk.
And what changes they've seen to the entire area. And here is a perfect location that is set up for you to apply to all types of needs, whether you want to have a business operation, if you want to put in condos, if you want to make it apartments, it's all right there. And what a spectacular building to do with it.
The masonry alone. I mean, nobody builds full brick buildings anymore. I mean, this is just the masonry is a great value. But yes, the Evening Times building, not what you would expect is our featured property, but still a wonderful value in so many applications. 347 South 2nd Street in Little Falls, the famous Little Falls Times building. Currently active and listed for $125,000. It has approximately 10,536 square feet of interior space. This sturdy landmark brick building with 3 stories of space. It's in the city of Little Falls, and it has Little Falls utilities. Tons of potential in this one, an entrepreneurial dream. So the applications of this building are really, I think they're endless. There's anything you can do with this. I mean, the high ceilings.
It absolutely is very nice inside. The hardwood floors are there.
I mean, they don't build them like it anymore.
It's got a loading dock. It's got a million different applications. It's got parking. It's got a garage application. Also, it's
in downtown. It's in downtown Little Falls.
And the other thing that I loved about it is it's highly visible.
Yes.
You can see it from across the canal area. You can see it from downtown. I mean, it's an ideal situation if you have a situation that needs high visibility.
And the price is right.
And the price is a giveaway.
$125,000
Figure that out.
for this kind of structure? Please, you can't build a brick garage for that.
10,000 square feet for $125,000. And Robin's right, you can't build a nice...
Bring your application to Little Falls. Great city.
Absolutely.
Our agents of the week are Dana Shirillo, AKA The Shark, and her very handsome husband, Rod Pelton. So Dana started with River Hills in, oh my God, it's been this long, in March of 2019 as a new agent. And her husband has watched her do so well in the business that he actually took his licensing exam, and he just joined us a few months ago. So they work
as a team.
As a team.
They base their operation out of the lovely city of Rome. And
True Romans.
True Romans, and they love the area, and they're diehard, and they fight for it like crazy. And the homeowners there love them. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Call Dana and Rod. You won't be disappointed.
So when you're buying a home, you've got dozens of things on your plate. You're working with a realtor, you're working with a mortgage company, you're working with closing attorneys. One thing we can take off your plate is the ease and simplicity around the insurance piece of it. Right? We make sure that the people that you need to get the documents on time, and more importantly, we make sure that the coverage is exactly what you need when you need it at an affordable rate. If it's not done by an insurance professional, you're left to do all the heavy lifting yourself, which just adds another project which you don't need when you're going through the home buying process. I'm Scott Grates. I own Scott Grates State Farm Agencies. We have 2 locations to serve you, one in Ilion, one in Utica. We have 11 professional licensed team members to serve you, close to 80 years combined experience, so you can be sure that you're getting the most professional help out there.
Why do we say we bring the fun to your backyard? Because at Tucker Backyard Pools and Spas, that's exactly what we aim to do. And a fiberglass pool can bring years and years of backyard fun. A fiberglass pool from Tucker Backyard is more affordable now than ever. Plus, with durability, low maintenance, and of course beauty, it's the perfect fit for your backyard. With Tucker Backyard service and knowledge and interactive showroom, now is the time to stop by and learn more about putting the pool of your dreams in your backyard. Visit Tucker Backyard Pools and Spas. Seneca Turnpike. We bring the fun to your backyard.
If you find your marriage is struggling or in crisis, the Third Option Support Group at the Good News Center can help. Or if you need communication skills to enrich your relationship, call us today or visit us at thegoodnewscenter.org, building relationships for over 25 years.
You've reached a certain point in your life where you've earned sweat equity, long, grueling days that place you at the top of any list. You are one of the best in the business, and now it's time to get treated that way. At MVM, we work in the dirt on some of the biggest jobs in the country, and we do it with the best equipment on the planet, and we don't let just anybody operate our machines. If you're one of the few, and you know it, apply today. It's time to join the MVM team.
When someone you love has an addiction, it can be very hard to handle. Our support group, PAL, is designed to educate people dealing with the heartache of having an addicted loved one. There is hope. Call us today or visit us at thegoodnewscenter.org, building relationships for over 25 years.
Welcome back to Sold in Upstate New York. We want to just address the quality of life here in Upstate New York. One of the things that just one of the many things we're so fortunate for is the Stanley in downtown Utica and the wonderful shows that they bring to town. We just want to be a gentle reminder that, listen, if you don't frequent the shows, then they won't come anymore. And we were so fortunate to get great seats to see a recent show that came.
The Beach Boys. And talk about bringing back a good vibe. Oh my goodness, it was a wonderful show. The groups there, the age group went from literally 5 years old dancing like crazy.
There was a young teenager that was sitting next to us.
To 95 years old. Everybody was there. Literally, a couple came in. The gentleman was blind. Didn't matter. He was rocking out because they were listening and dancing.
It was a packed house.
It was packed.
Thank you, because they won't come if we don't go.
And we were dancing.
You were dancing?
We were dancing.
I got a picture of him. I showed you the video.
Okay,
I sent it to you.
I gotta use that. We'll use that.
So tonight, a little breakaway time. We have date night, and
every night's date night with me.
Well, it's true. But our date night wraps around that we're going to the Stanley Theater, and what are we doing?
Going to see the Beach Boys.
Going to see the Beach Boys.
Gonna rock it out a little bit.
Gonna rock it out. Gonna have fun.
Yes, we're going to have fun, but the most important part is you live in the Mohawk Valley, you love that these shows come to our area, you got to go. You got to spend the money, you got to go, you got to frequent them, otherwise they stop coming.
That's right.
Right?
Exactly. And it's part of the vibrancy of the area.
Yeah.
GoPro, stop recording.